Hello, WhatCulture, how are you doing today? Welcome to the show that is called Ups and Downs, where we run through WWE's Raw and we give the good bits an up and we give the bad bits a down. What a great concept. What a great concept for a video. And yeah, we shove a thumb up if it's good and we shove a thumb down if it sucked. Then we can all debate about it in the comments and go on the internet and go on Twitter and go, you were right and you were wrong and WWE should have done this and WWE should have done that, and no matter what happens, we'll still tune in next week. Now I'm Simon from WhatCulture, and yes, it's time to up some Raw downs. We're going to break protocol again this week because we're not going to start with the start of the show. We're going to go straight to the main event because, my gosh, Big Show versus Braun Strowman in a cage. Well, it was just fantastic, wasn't it? And who saw that coming? Getting it up. While it was weird that WWE announced this just in the middle of the week on like Twitter or social media or whatever the hell it did, when, you could have announced it on last week's Raw and actually built some momentum to this, who actually cares? Because in execution, and we saw it happen live, this was genuinely phenomenal. I mean, like, genuinely phenomenal. You could very well say it's one of the best super heavyweight matches we've had in years, and there was some absolutely nuts stuff here. I mean, Big Show did a big elbow drop from the top rope, and Braun Strowman's strength, to be honest with you, is just nuts. Just nuts. Peanuts. Strowman won, of course, but the icing on the cake was when he picked up the Big Show and just chucked him through the cage. So right now, Braun he is the monster. He's the monster on Raw. He's utterly believable. And yeah, Brock Lesnar should be worried, which was the point of this match. It's to make you believe that, man, this guy could actually whoop Lesnar's ass. I mean, we've seen him do it in the prior weeks. We saw him do it at SummerSlam. Now he's whipping the Big Show's ass, who's even bigger than Lesnar. This is just top booking by WWE. I don't even care if you're out there going, you're wrong, Simon. Well, that's your opinion. This is mine. That's what the world is. Opinions. Let's move on. I'm starting to think that Braun may actually be perfect as well, because he does these big power moves, which are great. He looks really serious, but then afterwards, he'll act like a cartoon, and it's just the best balance ever. I'm both entertained and I believe. Braun Strowman, ladies and gentlemen, superstar in the making. Let's switch to the start of Raw, though. And yeah, we got John Cena versus Jason Jordan. I mean, what are we doing here? Do we hate Jason Jordan that much? Let's get it down. Why a down? Well, Jason Jordan lost, and in the process, Cena made Jason Jordan look like an absolute joke. I mean, they went about 10 minutes or so, but that's not the point. Jordan did not come out of this better than when he went in. The crowd genuinely hated him too, because of course they did. What is there to like about Jason Jordan right now? You know what? I think it's officially time to say he has entered into that category of world's shortest pushes, or at least pushes that died on their ass quicker than all other pushes in history. We need to turn him heel, and we need to turn him heel quick. The fallout of all this is going to get an up though, because then Roman Reigns did come out after Cena had won, and I tell you, I like this war of words. I know there's some criticisms that we can pick at, but overall, I think this is good, so yeah. Getting it up. Now, Cena probably did get the upper hand again, sure, but I still think Reigns is coming across better in these segments than he ever has done in the past. This feels like the Roman Reigns I always assume Roman Reigns to beat, and that's much better when he's suffering succotash or whatever he said all that time ago. So while he still needs to get better and there's a lot of work to do here, this version of Reigns is good. I ain't getting mad at that. Once again, they just hurled insults at one another, and yes, once again, it seems like John Cena's allowed more leeway than Reigns. But here's the thing, if Roman Reigns now eats John Cena alive at no mercy, well, I think this will actually benefit him. In fact, you should do that, WWE. You can have this one for free. Let Reigns absolutely muller Cena at the pay-per-view. I mean, in like 2 minutes. Let him 2 minutes him. Imagine how good that would be on Raw. Reigns can come out all strutting and like, yeah, I'm the man, I'm so confident. That would be great. Do that. Cheers. A quick down for Sheamus and Cesaro beating Heath Slater and Rhino in about 10 seconds though, because as always, did we need to do this? Down. It's great to see the former champs get some kind of showcase on Raw, but Heath Slater and Rhino at one point were a really fun and entertaining tag team, so why are we dropping them out? Why can't we build them up a bit and maybe even insert them into the title scene as and when we need a new pairing? But no, we didn't do that. It's just like, blah, who cares about them? I do, WWE. I do. A quick up this time though, because then we did get a promo backstage with the Hardy Boys, and for no apparent reason, Matt Hardy was just talking and acting like he was already broken. But I loved it, it made me laugh, so let's get it up. I have no idea why this happened, but I can't get mad at it, because like I say, it was really entertaining, and Jeff was just being Jeff here, and Jeff being Jeff is fine. So this was alright, it's great, it's fine. Cheers. And then Jeff went on to have a pretty damn good match with The Miz for the IC title. Can you believe it? The Miz basically won clean here. I mean, there was some kind of like mini shenanigans, but overall, it was a clean win. That helps the IC title. The Miz is doing great right now, so it's an up. But yeah, it was actually nice to see this championship get defended and the challenger looked like he actually gave a damn about it. Why can't we just do this every week? Especially at pay-per-views, which we didn't do at SummerSlam. Let's take the IC title and start revving it back up. This does just seem to be hinting at another match between the Hardys and the Miz-Taraj, and that's all right. That will be okay, but at least here, within this little bubble, that's not a bubble, that was a box, I liked it. It was good. I'm giving it down to all the women's stuff though, because as per usual, it's like a roller coaster that's out of control and nobody has a clue what's going on. It started when Kurt Angle came out and said at No Mercy, it's going to be Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the women's title. But Nia Jax didn't like that, so she came out and moaned, and Emma didn't like that, so she came out too, and she moaned even harder. Also, no reference to the tweet last week that Mickie James was about to send. None of that. Where was that? That's a down. Anyway, apparently if you moan enough on Raw, you'll be given an opportunity, so the Raw GM then put a match together, which was Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks versus Emma and Nia Jax, and if they won, they'd be put into the title match. They won. Now it's a fatal four-way at No Mercy. Now, I don't know about you, but something tells me we're not doing any forward planning here, and we are just making it up week to week. Maybe not the best idea. I don't know what to do about the 205 Live stuff. I mean, it was all right, and they're using Enzo Amore in the way they probably should, and he does bring star power to it. But yeah, it's just, it's 205 Live stuff. Still, we're giving it up. I mean, the thing is, there was nothing wrong here, but it's that classic WWE thing of, well, let's just take a bunch of the cruiserweights and throw them in a nothing and short match on Raw, and I can't care about that. I mean, do you care about this? Really? And I mean really, take a moment, sit down, let your thoughts process. Do you care about this? Do you? And we are going to get a match on 205 Live later, which is going to decide who is the #1 contender for Neville, and as always, Neville was great here, so he gets an up, because he always gets an up. And of course, that'll be Enzo, so we're getting Enzo versus Neville, and I guess that's all right. I guess that's okay. So onwards we go. You know what's coming now, though? You know what's coming now, and you're about to get mad. But Finn Balor walked to the ring. He said some words about Bray Wyatt, which of course summoned Bray Wyatt to appear. And he said some words too. None of it meant anything. It was all nonsense. It's a down. Can someone please tell me what we're trying to achieve here? Because nothing ever changes. It's the same thing week in, week out. That's not building a feud. That's not evolution. That's not trying to do something different. This is literally two blokes talking to each other, but it's like they're having two separate conversations, and I'm the poor sap on the couch going, I have no idea what to make of any of this. What is the reason to buy in here? I mean, what is it? Someone tell me. Tweet me or give me a call. You haven't got my number. But still, because I'm flabbergasted. And it's a massive shame because Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor are two extremely talented wrestlers, but this feels like a waste of time to me. It feels empty. It feels empty like a sad man who's lost the will to live. That was way too much, but it still works. All they do is talk in riddles. That's all they do. I don't get it. Sigh. We then did get a match between Ambrose and Rollins and the Good Brothers, and while this did threaten to fall into the same category as the tag match earlier, the pair were given some time and there was some schmozzes involved, so it's getting it up. Ambrose and Rollins obviously did win, however, Sheamus and Cesaro got involved, so that means Gallows and Anderson didn't feel too bad. Although they're lost in the shuffle at the moment, they do need something, and now we're building to a rematch between the tag champs and the former tag champs, and that's okay. They work really well together, and more importantly, Ambrose and Rollins now feel more, well, they've got more energy, they feel more alive than they have done in months. Let's remember though, WWE, we do need more challengers at some point in the future, and at the moment, there are absolutely no challengers. Unless I'm forgetting someone, I don't think I am, so let's just, take a step back and start building that jigsaw of love. And that was Raw pretty much. It was pretty good overall, and there were some other decent parts, like there was a good promo from Braun Strowman, and there was a good promo from Big Show, and overall, I actually thought this built very well towards No Mercy, without overdoing it, because we've still got a couple of weeks. So yeah, solid episode of Raw, although with some nonsense, as usual. Also, on a side note, I think it's great that the next Raw pay-per-view is so stacked. Everyone's moaning, going, oh, this should be happening at WrestleMania. Screw that. Let's have it now. Let's have it today before, certain superpowers blow up the entire world. So let's enjoy Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, and let's enjoy John Cena versus Roman Reigns, because it's exciting. I like being excited. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about last night's Raw. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, that's what we do here on YouTube. Then head over to WhatCulture.com, read some ups and down articles using your eyes, and follow WhatCulture on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE. My name is Simon from WhatCulture, and thanks for watching Ups and Downs. Thanks for joining me today. I think we had a pretty good time together.